Hey. Alright, let's see what's been going on. It is December 3rd, and it's December 3rd. Oh, sorry, Millie. And, life is good. I'm home for Thanksgiving. I can't do this lighting. Okay. So, it's December 3rd. I'm home for Thanksgiving. Had my doctor's appointment with my throat. For my throat. Had an endoscopy. Exciting stuff. They still don't know what's going on. Their best guess is like a white blood cell disorder. Millie, where are you going? I got to see my friends, which was nice. Nidra a lot. And then I don't know. Like, that's kind of the summary. It was good. It was good to see the family. I don't know. It's just like being home either sends me through like two different things. I can't wait to get out of here and go back to Boulder, or I really don't want to go back. And not even necessarily because like I love and miss everyone here so much, because I do. I just don't think that life is for me. The life I'm living in Boulder, I don't think it's for me anymore. It's feeling really repetitive, really tiring. Like, I love my friends. I love my house. I love my dog. I like my room. I wish it was bigger, but whatever. I just don't want to deal. I'm sick of having the same conversations with people. Like, hey, this is really bothering me. This is what you're doing. This is how it makes me feel. Please stop. Or I will take it further. And I've been trying to do a lot better of not cutting people off. I think I talked about that earlier. But it's like at some point, it's not me having a problem and being too quick to jump the gun and me putting it off. It's me having that fear that I am doing that, and it's making me not see that it is time to cut a couple people off. And I just don't want to do that. But I just don't want to deal with it either. Like, I just really don't want to go back and have all this drama And it's not even like there's a lot. Like, I've been really staying out of it, but I just feel like it's coming. Something is coming. I don't know what. But I just have like a deep-seated feeling. Something bad is gonna... something negative is coming into my life. And I just don't want to go back. I don't know. I could be wrong. There could be nothing going on or coming. But there also very well could be. And I just don't have the mental capacity right now to do it. And getting the job in Nashville, I'm so excited. But it just... it makes me feel really eager to get out of Boulder. And I don't feel the need to have like the last year of college, like the last year partying with your friends, not having responsibilities, like having the easiest time of your life, basically. Like, I can go out on a Tuesday and not have anything the next morning. I can still do that. Like, I'm moving to Nashville. I don't know. It just does. It's tiring. I'm bored of it. It's the same thing over and over. Like, and we're going to the same 3 bars over and over. Like, yes. Like, Ty is there and that's cool. He's nice. He's cool. It's nothing special. It's like nothing noteworthy. I'm only there for 8 months. Like, what is that going to turn into? It just seems like a waste of my time. Like, all the friendships that I have in Boulder, the ones that will stick around: Josh, Mia, Sarah, Kwaku, Sophie, for a while. But it's like, I don't talk to people on a regular basis. I don't reach out to people that I don't see every day. Like, that's my mind. Like, my mind is very what's in front of me. I wish it wasn't that way. But that's, like, how it is. Sorry. I don't know how to fix that. Otherwise, I would be texting my family more. Texting my friends from home more. I don't know. I just really don't want to go back. I'm just bored of it. I know I keep saying that, and I've been saying that for 8 minutes now, but I am. I saw Finn today. I love to see Finn. I don't know, he just like gets it. He gets it. Which is cool. And awesome. Makes him easy to talk to. I love him. We talk like once every 3 months. But like, that's that. Whatever. It's not a big thing. Like, that's just always how we've been. I don't even, like, want to see Grady. Like, I do. I love him, but, like, I think I've built it up in my head so much that I'm gonna have, like, this expectation and really high hopes, and something, like, we'll hang out, and then he'll leave. And then I'm gonna be stuck being depressed again. Sorry to say it. I don't know what it is about that guy, but I love him. Like, a lot. And I barely talk to him. Like, I think about him, it's been 2.5 years, almost 3 years. 3 years. I don't know. I don't know why I like him so much, but I do. Let's go through. Okay, so how did that happen? We started talking again. And then we were talking about his Thanksgiving plans because he was on an airplane on Thanksgiving Day. And I was like, you're literally Mr. Family Man. Like, no I don't, but like, I hate my family. I never see them. And you would like fly back for Mother's Day type of thing. Why are you leaving Thanksgiving Day? What are you doing? And we talked about that, whatever. And then like a few days later, he saved my snap and chat. I was like, hot. I was like, fuck you, faggot. I'm hilarious, I know. I wish I had the chat saved. It was on Snap. But we were talking, then I think I was yelling at him. And then he was like, Haley, I haven't seen you in 3 years. I've talked to you. Like, I've never gone this long talking to someone without having seen them. You act like I fucking hate you and think you're the ugliest person in the world. And I was like, yeah, because you do act like that, faggot. He was like, yeah, I knew you were gonna say some fucking bullshit like that. And I was like, well, it's true. He does act like that. He will be up my ass, telling me all these lovely things, and then he's gone. And I don't, not a word. I'll get 1 or 2 snaps of his blurry face a day. I'm 21 years old. That's not happening, even though it is. But it's happening because I would much rather have like a little sliver of him than none at all. Which is really unhealthy, I know. Yawn. Yeah, get over it. But it is how I feel. But anyways, so we kept talking, and he was like, Haley, you're the most gorgeous person, like, girl I've ever seen in my entire life. I was like, I know, tell me more. And then we just kept, like, talking, and he was saying lovely things, and then, excuse me, like said something to him and he was like, I'm in love with you. And I was like, I know, tell me more often. He was like, no, save it in chat. I was like, no. You can tell me more frequently. It's not that hard, buddy. Act like an adult. And then, like, it kept going on and he was saying he's marrying me and such. And then, there it is. Oh, I FaceTimed him. And I was at the casino with Tony. I was fairly hammered. Jesus Christ. I was fairly hammered, and then I called him and I was telling Tony, I was like, this fucking faggot, he's never gonna answer me. He's being such a fag, like, I know he's not gonna pick up. And he picked up, and he was like, what about me being a fag? And I was like, oh, I didn't think you would answer. My bad. Whatever, get over it. And then we were chatting a little bit. Told him he had cancer. Not true. I told him that I could potentially have cancer, which was true. But I was really milking it from everyone, not just him. And, oh, then I sent him a video on Snapchat, and I was like, I'm at the casino, send me money. Send me money to gamble. And he was like, fuck no, you can't throw away my money until we're married. I was like, okay. And then we hang up the FaceTime, and then he's like, I was mad about it, so I voice typed, and I was like, hey Siri, tell Grady Coates, text Grady Coates and tell him that he's dead to me. And it picked up Coates and tell him that he's dead to me. He goes, great voice text. And I was like, you're mean, and I try. And he goes, I try to be nice, and I go, lie. And he goes, should have fucked. And I said, you're disgusting. Be in love with me, don't hit me with that shit. And then he goes, good night, Callahan, I love you. And I was like, oh, fine, okay, like, maybe I'll come visit you. Love you. With a black praying hands. I'm so funny. And then I go, okay, that's funny, respond. He said you couldn't resist coming to see me. Oh, and then we and I go, shut up, I said you could come see me for a game, and you and your friends and the games you never heard from you. That makes no sense now, I'm understanding. He goes, dude, what? I said, the fuck you mean? Sent him a screenshot of his plan to come see me for a game. And he was like, just saying, yeah, you can come visit me in Mississippi. Like, that's what we were talking about in that blip. And he was like, I don't see a difference if you coming to see me and me going to see you. And I was like, you promised that you would try to come see me, and we never talked about it again. You're dead to me. He goes, good night, clone. And I said, no, stop it. Up, up, child. And then he didn't talk to me again. Pretty accurate. The snap messages were much cuter, I will say. He was actually being really nice to me. Anyways, he's gonna be back in Boulder soon, I'm imagining. I just, like, don't really think I want to see him. Like, I just feel like I'm gonna see him and then I'm gonna either hate him or really not want to, or it's gonna go badly. Or it goes really good. And then he goes back to Mississippi. And, like, I'll be in Nashville in July. But I don't know where he's gonna be in the summer. I mean, for the next year, he'll be in Mississippi. But, like, that's only that year. Like, I don't wanna... Like, yes, I'm thinking very deeply into this and far ahead, but like, that's what I've got, bro. We've been talking for 3 years and I haven't seen him outside of work. So, anyways, I don't know what to do about that one. But I'll figure it out later. That's a later problem. I'll just have to make him go to the bar with me and get drunk to hang out with me. There's too much riding on it. Like, there's too much build-up that's been going on just to, like, I don't know. But on another note, I did get $20 missed calls the other night from a no caller ID number. Blaze *67'd me. Got through the blocked that I had on his number. Thanks. Like, it's there for a reason, buddy. Asked me if I was still in New Hampshire. How do you know that, stalker? Secondly, I was like, yeah, why? What do you want? And then he was just like, oh, fuck you, never mind. And I was like, no, you can't just call me at 4:30 in the morning, multiple times wake me up, say fuck you, never mind. Like, you just shouldn't have called me then. So what did you want? And he was like, I needed you to come threaten this guy with a gun, but I gotta figure it out now. I was like, you should just call the cops. And he hung up on me. He did call the cops on him. And then he called me back and was like, can you stay on the phone with me while I walk home? I was like, yeah, that's fine. And then he was like, how's New Hampshire? And I was like, well, I saw you went to Nashville with Bear, like, how's that? He was like, it was good. I fell down a flight of stairs from the rooftop down to all the way to the bottom. And I was like, oh, big surprise, whatever. And he was like, well, like, Haley, we can be friends again. And I was like, what are you talking about? He was like, you can, like, come to my house now. We can go out to the Pearl bars when you get back. Like, finally. And I was like, I don't want to be your friend, please. He was like, that's not true and I know it. I was like, no, it is true. Like, I don't really want to do that. And he was like, well, that's, like, we can. And I was like, if you're trying to allude to the fact that you and Katie broke up, I already got that message when you called me 20 times. I'm not an idiot. And I don't want to be used to make her mad. I don't want to be involved in any of that drama. So I'd just prefer you leave me out of it. He was like, no, that's not what this is. Like, there's other ways that I could just make her mad if that was my goal. There's no end game with, like, me reaching out to you. Like, I just miss you and I wanted to be friends again. And I was like, I don't think that I really want to be friends with you. I'm still pretty mad at you. He was like, well, don't be. I was like, well, I am. I don't really have a lot of interest in repairing that friendship. So, I don't know. And then I think I was much nicer, but it was 4:30 in the morning. Like, I can't remember it well. And then he was like, well, you can't be mad at me forever because you told me that there was nothing I could do to make you mad. I was like, yeah, I never thought that you'd sleep with my roommate. And he was like, well, you did that to me. And I was like, yeah, well, I didn't have feelings for him and I didn't date him. So it's a little different. And he was like, you can't put all the blame on me. And I was like, I'm not at all. I'm just saying I think it is different and I think that yours is more severe. And yeah, I don't know, we just kind of like left that there. And we were like, yeah, we both fucked up, but I was like, I still like, because of that, I don't really have any interest in being your friend. He was like, no, we're gonna like work it out or something. And we're gonna fix things. And he was like, well, you were nice to me the other day, like I know you want to be friends with me. The other day when he came over was because Josh had his friends visiting and he really wanted to go see Tommy, AB, Max, and Blaze with his friends and hang out with them. But he also wanted to hang out with me still, and I couldn't go over to Blaze's and like the other boys. So I was like, Josh, like it's really not a big deal. I can play nice with Blaze. It's like not, doesn't need to be a thing. Like I'm not an asshole. Like if your friends are visiting, if you want them over, if you want to see them, like have them over. It won't be a big deal. I'll play nice. And then he did come over. And I did play nice. And then he just bugged me about Charlotte the whole time. Which was really annoying. Like, I don't really want to talk about Charlotte. I don't really want to be her friend ever again. Like, I'm good not doing that. She can have fun with Katie. Like, it's not a big thing, but that situation really did show how she felt about me as a friend. And then I let it go. And then she came back and didn't talk to me for the month she was back when I hadn't seen her in months. And then talked to me when I was having a party that the guy that she wants to be with was coming to. Like, be so for real. I can see right through your bullshit. Even if you didn't intend it to be that. Really think about that timing. That's what it was. Deep down. If she doesn't want to admit to it or can't accept it in her own brain that that's exactly what she was doing, I know for a fact that was exactly what she was doing. She wanted to be around him. They just both won't admit that they like each other, and that's really not my problem. But anyways, so Blaze. He was like, no, that wasn't, I was like, that wasn't me trying to be your friend again, that was me being civil so Josh could hang out with whoever he wanted to while his friends were visiting. He was like, what are you talking about? And I was like, they didn't tell you? He was like, no. And I was like, yeah, I wasn't being nice because I like genuinely want to be outwardly nice to you and be your friend. I was being nice because Josh had wanted us to hang out, and I said that, like, wanted to hang out with everyone, and I said that if that's what he wants, I'll be civil and I'll be nice. It's not a big deal. But I couldn't do that with Shar and Katie, because being civil with boys are much being civil with a guy that you don't like is much different than being civil with a girl that you don't like. Like, that's just too messy for me. I don't really want to be involved in that. So I'm not gonna be. I don't know. And then he was like, well, I'm home. I don't know, maybe there was something in between, but then he was like, well, I'm home now. So can you unblock my number? I was like, yeah, I don't know what your number is. And he was like, that's a lie. Yes, you do. And I was like, no, I don't. I deleted your contact and then blocked your number so I couldn't figure it out. And he was like, oh, well, add me back on Snapchat. Or unblock me and add me. And I was like, I'm not doing that. He was like, do it. I was like, I'm not doing that. He said, okay, good night. Do it. And hung up. And then I went to bed. And then had the endoscopy. I just have a good feeling that I'm gonna go back to Boulder and he's gonna be banging on my door, trying to come in, like, talk to me. Like, not even to start things up. I don't think that's what's happening at all. I think he wants to be friends again. And I don't really want that. I don't think. I don't know, I'm just really sick of being fucked over time and time and time again. And, I think that there's a lot of damage done between Blaze and I. And not even like he was intentionally knowing about it all. But I think that's what it is. I don't know. I just think I was on like a track to healing. Past things, like when all of that stuff with him and I went down. And I was like slowly accepting and getting over it. And then everything he did made me, oh, right, this is why I was scared. Oh, right, this is why I didn't want this. Oh, right, this is why. It just like put me 10 steps back, which isn't his fault. Like, obviously he didn't go into it knowing that was gonna happen, but that is what happened. And it just made me feel really unsafe and brought up a lot of really horrible memories. So yeah, I just think there's too much damage to be done to be friends. And I think I'll probably get guilted into being his friend. And it's gonna be more being civil. And then it's gonna be him showing up at my door. And we'll see each other more. And then we'll become friends again. And then he's gonna fuck me over again. And then I'm gonna be like, why do I keep doing this to myself? I know the pattern. That's that. But this is me calling it right now. If he's staying for break, if he's still there when I get back, and he is going to continue to be there for a minute, he's showing up at my doorstep. And I would put all my money on that.